Greetings and salutations, viewers. We're the Landstars, and welcome to this rather unconventional episode of Stories: The Path of Destinies.
It had absolutely nothing to do with the microphone being evil and audio deciding that it didn't want to record while we were recording when it had recorded fine yesterday.
Yeah, so we have a few videos that don't have any audio, so instead we're going to explain some of these endings that we got. We'll be back to our regularly scheduled program in due time, but for now, how about we talk about these 7 other endings we got?
So the first one we are showing off is one called Run, Zenobia, Run!
Yes, in order to get this one, you have to make the option of finding the gem, then finding Zenobia, sparing Zenobia, and then meeting the council.
And what happens with that is that, Renardo becomes consumed by the Iblis Stone, goes to kill Zenobia, although a little bit reluctantly. Zenobia stabs herself, offering the stone her blood, but then uses that as a decoy to stab Renardo with the same dagger, killing both of them and the stone. Gee, this stone seems to be bad luck.
Yeah, seems to be. I'm sure it's fine. Well, what about the next ending, which is Hyperhero?
For this one, we assemble the we find the armature, and we find the core to go with it. After that, we attack the enemy outpost, and then we meet Calaveras, and as I recall, he tells us the odds of things happening with the super weapon.
And not with this particular one, for you see, with this final result, Renardo fires off the Sky Ripper, destroying the Emperor and all his fleet, but in his arrogance creates a black hole which sucks up and destroys the everything.
What are the odds?
I know, only 128?
Mm-hmm.
Good job.
Same odds as finding the Sword of Kings in Earthbound.
Welp.
Yep. Next up, we have the missing ingredient.
Yep, in this one we had to find the armature, find Zenobia, meet the scientists, and then meet Zenobia.
And in this one, Zenobia becomes possessed by the Iblis trigger, stone, and she goes on a killing spree, murdering her father and all his men. She tells Renardo to leave, but he realizes too late that maybe he should have done something, and oh god, there's an Eldritch Abomination. Whoop, the everything has been destroyed.
Whoops. Well, that's certainly not a good one. But what about the next one? The fox who got mugged.
For this one, you find the gem, and then you find the core, and because of that, shenanigans ensue. You then attack the outpost, and you meet Zenobia.
And the final result of that was, well, Zenobia is only partially possessed by the Iblis Stone. She seems kind of depressed as she weeps over slaughtering her father and his men. Well, she does beg Renardo to take the stone, but turns out it was all a ruse as she gleefully stabs him through the heart, calling him a sucker.
Ha ha.
Good job.
Excellent job there. So what have we got next?
Well, looks like the next one is called Z is for Zeitgeist.
For this one, you find the armature. Instead of going for the core, you find Zenobia, then you meet up with the scientists and meet up with the council.
The final result of that, Zenobia slaughters her father and his men, calling for revenge. She does get weepy and goes to Renardo for comfort, but that doesn't last long because the core explodes, taking them along with the entire ship down a fiery blaze.
Are you getting the impression that maybe, grabbing ancient super rocks might not be the best idea?
Well, I don't know. We're just gonna have to see what happens in the next one. What friends are for?
So for this one, you must find the gem, lick the gem, find Zenobia, spare Zenobia, do not lick the Zenobia.
Unless she wants it.
And then what you do is you yeet the gem.
Well, surely nothing bad comes out of that, right?
Well, the result of that is Renardo rejected the Iblis Stone. He doesn't need it, he doesn't want it, and he barely makes it to the Emperor's ship. He confronts Zenobia, who is shocked to see him. But she drops dead in front of him. Wait, what? Well, oh, Lupino's here. Well, it turns out when we threw the gem, it went to someone else who wanted it. Lupino. He's mocking the fact that Renardo gave it up. Renardo tries to run, but the Mad Rabbit is too fast and just mocks him and Renardo's dead.
Boy, he dies a lot in these, doesn't he?
I'm sure there's a good ending in here somewhere.
Yeah, well, what about the next one? Walking the cat.
Well, for this one, first we need to rescue Lupino. Then we need to find Zenobia. Then we need to accept Lupino's plan. And then take Zenobia to the interrogators. And this one works out, right?
Yeah, totally. So you see, Zenobia and Renardo have an epic but also very lame duel with a lot of bickering back and forth. Particularly whether Renardo knows what the word destiny means.
He doesn't.
No, he really doesn't. They question if things could have been different between them before she strikes the final blow on him. As he lays dying, he questions why she didn't tell him she was leaving sword school. She sadly remarks, "I was afraid you'd convince me not to." He then dies, but not before offering her a drink in the halls of the Valiant.
Man, none of these were the good ending.
I know, right?
None of them.
I know, and that's 7 altogether. How are they screwing up so badly?
How are they this incompetent?
Yeah, well, we still have plenty more to show off, but that will be in the next video, back with actual audio and less of this silliness. So, until next time, we're the Landstar saying thank you very much for watching.
I am Fox in Socks.
For the moment, anyway.